Portland, Oregon for Pop-Up Crop, and it has been an incredible trip.
Can I jump in real quick?
No.
No, I have a couple things. Like I told you I'd look this stuff up. So I wanted you to know that the Oregon state flower is the Oregon grape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not close to what you said earlier.
Nice.
The dandelion?
Wait. Did you say grape?
No, the Oregon grape.
He's saying great.
Nope.
Okay, the bird is the western meadowlark.
Yeah.
Okay, the state song is Oregon, my Oregon. As opposed to like your Oregon.
Yeah.
I know the tree.
Oregon.
Okay, what do you think the tree is?
I know the tree is the Douglas fir.
It is the Douglas fir.
I love that so much.
My wife has that tattooed.
What have you love so much?
I said, or Oregon.
Oregon.
It's supposed to Oregon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the official state mushroom is the Pacific golden chanterelle.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's all the time we have, Collin. Thank you so much for being on
me,
the
fellas.
show.
You guys
The
are
land
awesome.
of ports.
We are here. Yes, we are in Portland. We're at Pop-Up Crop. We've been here all day. It's been an incredible trip, and thank you so much to our sponsors, Tranter Gray, for sending us out here, putting us up to capture all these hot seats.
Like, can
Hanging out with all
people do
these
this, by the
incredible
way, for
people.
Tranter Gray? If you've enjoyed listening to these, or if you came to the conference, enjoyed the conference, whatever it is, just shout at Tranter Gray and tell him thank you.
Yeah.
Like tweet at him or
Instagram,
message
Tranter
at him,
Gray,
whatever, and
their
just
website,
say,
trantergray.com. Wow. Sorry.
No, but just like send a message that direction and just like say thank you, because this would not have happened without them.
Yeah, it's been an incredible trip, and man, I don't think we could have had a better time. Hung out with cooler people, and one of those people is our friend, Mr. Collin Schlicht. Schlicht. No, this is E. Schlitz.
Nope.
Oh, it's just Schlicht.
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 Yes, stink.
Mr. Collin Schlicht.
Yeah, you got it.
Welcome, Collin, to the show.
Real quick, you say it the way you say it.
Schlicht.
I spend a lot more time in the sh sound.
Yeah.
Okay, try it.
I know I want to go.
No, you
Schlicht.
hear the sound a lot.
Like it's like I have to rev it up.
Schlicht.
That's it.
Collin Schlicht. Everybody welcome Collin to the show.
Hey.
Hey, Collin has
Good to be here.
been
Thanks
a
for
long
having me.
time podcast family member.
Yeah.
And so much so that we almost feel like we've done this before, but he swears we haven't.
Much like you being at my wedding.
Yeah, exactly. You swear I was at it, and I didn't do it.
Exactly. It took minutes to convince me that
Whereas
you weren't
I
there.
was swearing at it.
That's true.
Yeah.
See what he did there? He used all the same words, but mixed them up in a different way. Collin, that's all the time we have, buddy. It's been great having you.
Thanks for having me.
No, but Collin, tell everybody a little bit about who you are and what you do, and then we'll get into some fun stuff.
Yeah.
Then we'll start having fun.
Oh, now I'll have fun. My name is Collin Schlicht, and I like to consider myself a life-giving person that is created to create life-giving art. And so that's the kind of mantra that I live by. And I've just been doing that for as long as I can remember.
Well, now I feel like an idiot for cracking jokes. So,
I don't.
So thanks.
No,
so here's your art that you do, because you use a ton of texture. And I don't just mean you put like 5 layers of grunge on it and call it a day.
Sure.
I mean, it's almost like you take something and it's still highly recognizable. It doesn't get lost in it, but it's just cut up enough. The shapes and perspectives are just weird enough, and the texture is kind of all over the place. It makes these really unique pieces. I mean, it's something that I don't, and now I might have a limited scope, so y'all might correct me and say I'm wrong. It's something I don't see a lot of people doing to the degree that you're doing it.
Oh, cool. Yeah, my computer hates me for it, though. Yeah, it cries every single time I start, adding those textures into it and everything. That's one thing I like to do is I start in Illustrator, and then if you guys can tell me a better way to do it, I'm all ears. But yeah, I just move basically piece by piece from Illustrator and move it into Photoshop, and then in Photoshop is where all the texture and kind of magic happens from there.
You're basically following the formula of DK and G.
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly
They
what
just
they
do
do.
the other way around.
Yeah, they flip-flop it. That's exactly right. And
I can think of no better company to be in.
That's true.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Like, you want to work for their company? Is that what you mean?
No.
He's working for them now.
So your work is, besides the texture, it's recognizable kind of at a glance, but on top of that, very stylized.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you bring a lot of personality to the pieces that you bring. Talk about that and why you do it the way that you do.
Yeah, I just want to infuse myself into these pieces. And like I said, I consider myself a life-giving person because that, first and foremost, is what really matters, is like, what kind of a person are you? Because a lot of us can say, hey, I'm an artist, and that's where we place our value. But then if you strip that away, it's like, then people are like, who am I? You know, I don't know who I am. So be solid in who you are, and then the great stuff happens from that. So I'm a faith-based dude as well, and I like to infuse, God, Ephesians 2:10, we are the masterpiece, like basically throughout everything that I do. So even if it's like a gnarly Dilophosaurus or something, or
That's not real.
or a piece, Jurassic Park or something like that. I want some sort of kind of life-giving nature about it, like bright colors or.
Well, I think, if you don't have that, I think it'll break down. I mean, the reality is that a lot of our work that we do, even if the project is different, the client is different, whatever. You make a lot of the same mouse strokes, a lot of the same clicks, a lot of the same macros. Yeah. I mean, every day, over and over and over and over. I know I do web work, but I'm sure it's similar to design. And I feel like 80% of what I do or 90% of what I do is the thing I just did yesterday, the day before. And so my point is, if you don't have something deeper than that driving it, deeper than the act of just executing, that's going to break down eventually. You can only do that same mouse movement and click so many times before you just don't want to do it again. And so there has to be something deeper than that.
Yeah, absolutely. The purpose is what really drives everything, like the deeper purpose or the calling, and that's what really inspired me to continue the venture, continue Art by Collin and make it an LLC and everything like that. And that just kind of kicked off really officially in January. And my wife and I just moved here from Texas. And we drove the whole way. It was awesome. And so we just believe God's best is for us out here. And
how's the transition been to freelance?
Really cool, actually. I really enjoy it. It's not without its kind of scary moments, like, but we're always provided for, and we're confident in that. And it's cool. Once we got here, my wife got a new job and everything, and then I picked up a client right away, and they've been really cool. And so it's been really good.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it back just a step, a little bit less deep on that, but your brand is very, very cool.
Oh, thank you.
Like, very creative. I love the use of negative space to create this deal, and I think it's super, super fun.
Great.
Now on YouTube, it looks like Andrew is very disengaged and just staring at his Coke can, but it's because it has an Art by Collin koozie on it.
It's got an Art by koozie on it.
Art by koozie.
Koozie by Collin on it. But yeah, seriously, it's super good stuff.
Good.
Your stuff is always... it always makes me happy when I see it.
Good.
Even if it's not a property that I particularly like.
Sure.
And that was the Hulk Hogan. I'm convinced that was the Hulk Hogan on that piece.
No, man. Inspired by Hulk Hogan.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to play a game with you.
Great.
I'm convinced you've played this game before, but you said you haven't, so I'll explain it.
It's going to give you away when you win it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So we're the master of one.
Yes, you are.
Each of us are masters of our own category. I'm art and design. Luke over here is toys and games, and Patrick over there is TV and film.
Yeah, I've heard that somewhere.
Yeah, so you're going to become a master for the next couple minutes.
Oh, man.
You're going to tell us whatever you want as the master about this topic, okay? You don't get to pick.
Oh, okay.
You're going to find out here in a second what you're the master of. It's not going to be that easy for you, Collin.
Oh, man.
You see what he's doing there? He's pretending like he doesn't know how to do this so that we believe him. All right.
I know.
So we're going to shuffle these up.
What categories have not been picked today?
11.
We've had books, we've had music, we had
TV and
film.
We've had sciences,
toys and games.
We had calculated randomness. Have we had art and design?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 2 that we haven't had. Okay, here we go.
Are we just picking art and design?
No.
No.
Okay,
You
fine.
have to earn this.
No way. All right. Go for it.
You're freelance. You know nothing's free.
Flip it over. The sciences.
Oh, Lordy. Okay.
You are the master of the sciences. Now, it can be hard or soft sciences. That's totally up to you. You're the master of it. We can't argue with you because you know everything there is to know. So.
But we also know soft sciences don't count.
Yes, they do.
Take it away, master. What do you want to talk about? It can be anything, science related. It can be your favorite episode of Bill Nye. It can be
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Ooh,
yeah.
Let's talk about dinosaurs.
Okay.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to talk about?
You
You're
tell
the
us.
master.
You're the master. Tell us something about dinosaurs. It could be your favorite dinosaur. It could be
Something
the one,
crazy you learned about dinosaurs?
the one you hope went extinct first. Your favorite film that deals with dinosaurs.
The
Yeah.
one you hope
The
will
one you're most
extinct
excited
first.
to see when you get to heaven?
Sure. Did you know they have more in common with birds than they do with reptiles?
I did know that.
Yeah? Where'd you hear that from?
From another master. I also watched Jurassic Park.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, man. I'm always fascinated by dinosaurs. You've gone to a science museum
Yeah,
where you
for
see
sure.
a big
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus Rex in front of you, and it's just like, that's amazing. That was another one of.
Is it the scale of it? Is that the thing? It's like how big it is,
Oh,
or
yeah.
just the fact that this thing that you've never seen existed at some point?
Absolutely. Yeah, that was another one of God's creatures. And
Sure.
you look at it and it's like, man, that is just absolutely fascinating.
It's nuts.
Yeah, and the raptors are like a little bit smaller than you would think. Like Spielberg actually kind of blew them up a little bit for the film.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like I'm larger than a raptor.
You're much bigger than a raptor.
Oh, I could take
Yeah,
one.
you could
I
take,
knew I could
you
take
could take
one.
a raptor.
Actually,
Easy.
to be fair, the kitchen scene in Jurassic Park is one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen.
Oh
It's
yeah.
true.
Well, that's because Spielberg is amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which part? The
When-
part where they're eating the Jello?
No, the two. when they're
Sorry, we're at the airport.
we're waiting for our flight to board. 1
We're
second.
getting ready to board.
No, when
We're
they're
going to speed this up.
when she's like sitting down, her back is to the cabinet, and she's doing the.
And you hear the
Yeah.
clunk of the,
Oh
the
man,
metal,
you see the
aluminum.
door open and shut or whatever, and then it comes around the corner.
The
So
best
it-
is when you see the raptor peek his head up around I did the
Exactly.
thing, and then he breathes and it goes.
That was a
Oh,
very
against the.
That was a very Spielbergian move,
Yeah.
I think. You know, there's that slow move into that window frame, and then all of a sudden the raptor pops up with that.
The breath on the window.
It's like that's a living creature.
Did you see
Yeah.
Did you see Fallen Kingdom? Did you see
did.
the most recent?
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your favorite part of that film? Or which
Dude.
part did you hate the most? Because I already know that one.
So, I don't know. I didn't like that they were kind of stuck in the same place,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I was actually pleasantly surprised by the quality of the CG and everything,
Yeah.
and they did a really nice job with it. It was fun. I think they did it fun.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Don't do it.
Here's what
What?
here's what I was gonna
Don't
say.
do it.
I'm not gonna say it. You can read about that on timededition.com. What I was gonna say is that I don't think it was a good movie.
Okay.
But I think I need it to succeed so we can get more movies that show that scale. Like we still need to see that on the big screen.
Yeah.
We still need to have gigantic dinosaurs and big gates and like huge scores and symphonies or whatever. That needs to exist. So I do need it to succeed. It was a bad movie though.
Yeah. Well, I just love the look of the new raptor. He was so scary
Like-
looking and
like the big
the what's it called? The black.
the orthodontist.
Oh, the orthodontist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indominus
new-
Rex?
The
Yeah,
Indominus. No, that was the. That
Adonis is a big one. It's the I'm gonna look. Y'all keep talking. I'll look it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
Indominaraptor.
Yeah.
No.
There's some pretty heavy scenes in there too with the
Right.
Yeah.
It felt a little bit more like a horror film.
yeah, a little bit.
As I
With
recall,
the
it was a horror
claw
film.
kind of creeping and pulling the window open and.
I know my favorite.
Indoraptor.
Yeah, the
Indoraptor.
Indoraptor.
Yeah, you were
I know my
close.
You were
absolute
way
favorite
off.
part though. My absolute favorite part was when they were in the where they were trapped with the T-Rex, where it was caged,
Yeah.
and they had to like take the blood and everything.
Yep.
Because that to me was the coolest part because it was all like the real looking dinosaur.
Sure.
And then they were all interacting with it, and it was fun, but it's still intense, and
Right.
and you jump through the mouth, and that whole thing was just so cool.
Right.
I loved
Yeah,
it.
So
yeah, it was a bad
sciences.
movie for sure. No,
Okay,
that's good.
hey, that's great.
We forgot one thing though.
Yeah.
Okay, you're a metal drummer.
Yeah.
You played for a couple decades.
I'm imagining you're a steel drum, like Jamaican
Yeah.
steel
You
drum
play
player.
steel drums.
Yeah. Literally metal drums.
Bong, 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 bong.
Yeah,
No,
Under the
but
Sea is
We
that's
can
the
do
only
that
song I
now
play.
without paying rights for that, right?
But
No, that likeness was too good.
Dang.
you're a metal drummer. So real quick,
Yeah.
someone that has never listened to metal before,
Yes.
you have to recommend one band. Who do you recommend?
Oh my gosh, August Burns Red is what comes to mind.
Okay.
But I will say, that my favorite metal song right now is by Fit for a King, and it's called Tower of Pain. And it's an incredible song. Like, it's incredibly heavy, it's incredibly well written, and it's got an awesome message in it, and I highly recommend it if you're
I'm going to look it up, and if I don't like it, I will never like something of yours on Instagram ever again.
Yeah, hey, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's all on the line now, Collin.
I'm confident. If you like metal music, you're going to have a good time.
All right, so tell everybody where they can find you, they can follow you, they can support what you're doing, and all that jazz.
Sure, yeah. Artbycollin.com is my full portfolio. Freelance, feel free to reach out if you want a logo, if you want any kind of illustrations, any kind of graphic design, just hit me up.
You've got to like textures, but yeah, reach out.
No, not necessarily.
You do have a show coming up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I just got picked up by our buddies at Squared Co.
Yeah.
And they're so cool, you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And,
They are.
Mark reached out to me to do their Dames show.
Nice.
And so I'll be a part of that. That's coming September, mid-September.
Yes.
So right around when this is coming out, thereabouts.
Yeah. And,
look up Squared Co. Look up M Squared.
Yep.
Jared Mariyama. Those
Jared
guys are on
Mariyama.
it together. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll be doing that. And then just really active on Art by Collin Instagram, so at Art by Collin.
Go check out his stuff, and if you own or operate or are friends with people who own and operate galleries, you're available for galleries and birthday parties.
I'll make an appearance.
Dude, thanks so much for chatting, as always.
Absolutely.
I mean, you're part of the fam, but I hope Crop has been everything you hoped it would be and more.
It's been great. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, dude.
Appreciate you.